Bootstrap. We're going to have a look at how you start, like really how you start, because I think maybe a lot of tutorials, or when you ask people, they'll go into the middle bit, you know, when you've got everything set up. Literally, how do you set up? So that's what I wanted to have a look at and show you guys. So I think it can be kind of complicated if you've never used a framework before and, you know, you're quite new to all of this, like I am. When I had to start using Bootstrap and I was like, well, how? Like, what do you do? But actually it's quite simple. Let me show you. So I've got this blank file, and we are going to literally just Google Bootstrap starter code, or just starter template, that'll do. Yeah, you know, I haven't set any of this up because I really wanted to show you how you go. So this is the official website. So, well, I'm not going to put any JavaScript or anything behind this. We're not going to make a literally working website. This is just how you start. So this is the starter template that you need for it to be Bootstrap. We're just going to copy it and we're gonna paste it in here and save it, and I'll just show you what that looks like straight away in the browser. Yeah, I mean, if maybe you know anything about Bootstrap at all, it's completely responsive, sort of out of the box. So yeah, that, you know, you don't have to worry about any of that, which is obviously very good. But at the same time, you still need to learn that stuff because you won't always be using this, or you might never use it, or you know, but you still need to learn that. But anyway, Bootstrap does it out of the box, which is good. So all we've got is something that says hello world in here. So we could change that. What should we change it to? Let's make a login page. And yeah, and then we can put in our CSS here. All this stuff is all just to make Bootstrap work. So we could have our style tag, and you can add whatever you want to it. So we could have that H1. We're gonna want it in blue. We're gonna want it in blue. So save that, and then we're gonna change it, and there. So I mean, just shows you how easy it is to change. So say what we wanted we had to put in our login page a form. So we go back to the website, we go down here to components, which is sort of where everything lives, all of the all this helpful pre-done code, which is what Bootstrap is essentially. You know, there's many different types of code, different types of form with all the code underneath them. So let's just choose one. Let's say we want this one, just a simple email and password copy here. It does feel weird, all this copying and pasting in the beginning, but I've kind of got used to it. And let's just paste in there. Paste it in there. And I mean, I think all of this is all well and good, and it's it's really useful. You can do a lot of stuff very quickly. But I think for someone like me, just sort of learning, starting out, I think it's important to have a look through and make sure you kind of, you understand what it's actually doing, because otherwise you might as well just copy and paste a whole tutorial. So have a look through things you might recognise in here, like type, class, and ID, and placeholder. How is it working underneath all of this? It's there, like it's just there, and you type that in and it knows that it needs to be an email address, and it knows that's a password because of input type equals password, makes the little dots, and input type equals email makes it know that it needs an @ sign, I think is what it uses. It has to have an @ sign. So if we look, there's a gazillion things if we want. Let's put a button in it. No, we won't actually put a button in it because we're not building a full thing. I just want to show you because I think it's quite cool and I'm learning it, and therefore I want to show you all these different types of buttons. But yeah, essentially the way you get started with Bootstrap is just to, as long as you copy and paste that template in. I mean, I think there are other ways you can do it, but for me, that's how I did it. And it's every time I create a new page, every time I create a new page for my site, I copy that template in again because, well, there's probably another way to do it, but it's just how I do it right now because I'm new and I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, that's just how I do it. I hope that was useful, and yeah, just let me know if you have any questions and I will try and answer them, or I might Google them.